Hey guys, I'm Caitlin. I live in Japan. I work as a model. I run my own blog. I sew plush toys. I work out. I study English and Japanese, and somehow I managed to keep all of this together without losing my mind. And in today's video, I'll tell you how planning with ChatGPT improved my life 1,000 times, and I'm not exaggerating. Let me be honest. ChatGPT isn't a magic pill. It won't clean the room for you, go to the gym for you, or edit videos for you, but it gives you something we usually lack. It's structure, clarity, and support, and outside perspective. For a long time, I lived in I will figure it out later mode. But when you work as a model, run your social media, sew plush toys, study, work out, everyday life turned into chaos, literally. And I kept noticing that I forgot important things. I burned out. I was doing something, but I didn't feel the progress, and I wasn't sure where exactly I want to go. At some point, I realized if I don't start managing my time right now, time will start managing me, and that's when I decided to create my own system, but I needed help. And when I started planning together with ChatGPT for the first time, I realized that it was one of the best habits I've ever picked up. Everything starts with diagnosis. In the first message, I honestly write who I am, what my life looks like, my dreams, and what feels messy right now. For example, I'm a model living in Japan. I want to grow my own blog, but feel stuck. Or I want to learn new language, train, create, sew plush toys, but I don't have enough time. And that's when ChatGPT starts asking you those questions you never ask yourself about energy, about habits, motivation, and your dream. This forms you point A, the starting point. Then we shape point B, the version of myself I want to become. Yeah, I know it sounds simple, but it's the foundation of everything. Most people don't move forward because they don't know where they're heading. This is one of my favorite tools. I describe my ideal day 5 years from now, where I wake up, what my work day feels like, how much free time I have, what my blog looks like, and what emotions I experience. And I asked ChatGPT to turn this into a weekly, monthly, yearly plan, and it turns your dream into concrete steps. But if it feels too insane, I just clarify that I need slower, softer pace. And this is when your dreams start to be more realistic. Here is where people make the biggest mistake. The planning becomes a to-do list, but our life it's not just work, workouts and studies. No, and that's why I asked ChatGPT to include walks, rest, time with my friends, free time, and even completely free days, because we are people and sometimes I am sick, sometimes I burn out, and it's completely, totally fine and okay. This is the key to stability, and without rest, any system collapses. Goals must be created by you, not by ChatGPT. If you ask AI to invent goals for you, you won't be motivated at all, and that's a fact. And I used to have others people goals, but I immediately burned out. So now I set goals myself. What I want to be proud of next month, what real progress looks like this year, and what results will show that I'm growing. Then ChatGPT helps to break those goals down into steps, assign the time frames, and build the realistic schedule. And yes, the weekly, yearly goals, monthly also, are different. We also work a lot on habits. I analyze which habits help me, which ones drain me, and which ones I want to include in my daily life. For example, waking up later, studying Japanese for 30 minutes in a day, meditating, meal prepping, less screen time, and no phone before going to bed. That's so important. ChatGPT helps create gentle strategies so I don't overwhelm myself, and I stopped forcing discipline. I just started growing naturally. This is my main development area, and AI helps me the most here. For example, if I don't know what I want to film, or I just stuck and I don't have any ideas at all in my head, I just send Ask GPT profiles of my favorite bloggers who I enjoy watching, and ask, I want to film something in the same vibe but in my own style. We brainstorm ideas, adjust them, rewrite them, and honestly saying, sometimes it feels like I'm having a producer, director, and assistant all in one. To make the whole system work, I use 3 tools. First one is the small notebook. I prefer rewrite everything by hand because it feels more grounded. Yeah, here we have, but it's in Russian language. Tweak app. I've been using it for 2 years. I use it mainly for daily tasks and habit tracking. It's so perfect and simple. Google Calendar. This is for my modeling work, for auditions, shoots, fittings. Sometimes I screenshot my busy week and ask ChatGPT to adjust the time for my rest, and it makes life so much easier. Recently I started journaling. I have this baby here and it helps me a lot. Like every evening I sit down and write it down, my thoughts, how my day went, what emotions I experienced, and what I want to improve. This helps you to track your progress and also your emotional state. You need to be honest with yourself, where you didn't make it, where you push yourself so hard, and where you did better than in the past. And the one and most important thing I want to tell you, you need to compare yourself only with your past self, not to others. That's only one way to grow. That's how I build my planning system. And if you're not the most disciplined person, just like me, ChatGPT can become the tool that can finally help you to feel in control of your life. Guys, listen to me. We only live once. Once. And if there is something you've been dreaming about for years, the best time of changing your life was yesterday. But the second time is today. Subscribe to my channel, please. There is a lot of great content here. And thank you so much for watching this video, and see you in the next videos. Bye bye!